Our responsive psalm is Psalm 139. It is responsive. O my beloved, you have searched me and known me.
You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You find me on the journey and guide my steps.
Even before words rise up in prayer, lo, you have already heard my heart call. Where could I go from your spirit, or how could I flee from your presence?
If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in the darkness, you are there.
Search me, O my beloved, and know my heart. Try me and discern my thoughts.
Help me to face the darkness within me. Enlighten me that I may radiate your love and light.
Our gospel reading this morning is from the 13th chapter of Matthew, verses 24 to 30, the parable of the weeds. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time I will tell the harvesters, 'First, collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn.'" Thanks be to God.
I was a child out in the vegetable garden. I was down on my hands and knees weeding the little patch that my dad had entrusted to my care. And with pride, I looked at the pile of dying weeds and the neat rows of lettuce and spinach, beans and peas. I decided I would help out my dad by weeding one of his rows, which appeared to be very neglected. I was almost to the end when I looked back and I realized that when I'd taken out everything I assumed were weeds, there was nothing left. And it was at that point my dad appeared. "Linda, why are you ripping out all my parsnips?" My only comfort was, my dad was a very patient person who appreciated the intentions, if not the actions, of his youngest child. And B, I have never ever liked parsnips, so no big loss. Wheat and weeds. Jesus tells a story about a field of wheat in which weeds appear. And the farm workers, they're people after my own heart. They want to immediately rip out those offensive weeds and make the field look all nice again. But the owner is cautious and says, if you pull out those weeds, you might take out the wheat with it. Better we should wait until the final harvest and then divide the wheat and the wheat. Now, unlike Paul Zimmett, who regularly is an answerer of horticultural questions on CBC radio, Jesus is not trying to give gardening advice to his first century listeners. So what is the meaning of this story? Well, the author of Matthew thinks he's got it all figured out. It's an allegory. It's an allegory. So the person sowing the good seed is the Son of Man. And the good seed are children of God's kingdom. And the bad seed, they are evil people. And the one who sows them is the devil. And the harvest is the last judgment, when the evil will be thrown into the furnace and burned forever, and the righteous will shine like the sun. The author of Matthew is not my favorite person. He seems to enjoy those lovely